Welcome back to another episode of War Selection Free for All. Now, again, this is another fan game with Poland, and this video when I was watching the replay first really caught my eye because we actually get to see in-depth look of how Poland can actually be not really defeated, but how in some ways it's overpowered, but also it's not too overpowered. So we're just gonna skip like a lot. We're just gonna keep the high speed up because nothing really happens. At this stage, Ripe actually made it to IR2 without anyone attacking, and really no one else did anything either. As you see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 players, and 2 immediately quit. So light blue and then dark blue actually quit immediately, so they were like right next to each other. Now this is a perfect map to see some amphibious tanks too. I would love to see these like amphibious tanks because this is like a perfect area for them right here. I do feel kind of bad for purple, honestly. This is such a horrible location to be in. See this guy has Ripe has a good location too. Ripe has these are like perfect locations to be at. Yellow has a pretty decent location too. Basically in any free-for-all match against like any amount of players, being on the corner of the map is the best location to be. It really is. Also, I noticed something interesting too. So Ripe has been using a lot more stone mines because you're going Poland, so you want to get the stone mine up. He's still using tree lines, as you can see, and tree lines give 26. Whereas stone mines only give 13. However, the stone mine does not move. So, whereas tree line do. So as you carve in a tree line, you have to, constantly build more and more warehouses. Now, I will say, cutting down trees is good because it gives you more room to build. So you gotta keep that in mind. Tree lines give you more room to build. When you remove them, you more room. Now, of course, you could build and you could make engineers. And then cut down the like huge swath of trees, but that's a huge waste of resources that could have been utilized, especially in serious emergencies. This is actually interesting too. So Ripe comes over here, builds some walls here. Not very useful, but okay. I guess he'll protect the flank. So he immediately gets the tank blueprints. Obviously, because Poland has a lot of tanks like France. There's something I don't like about it. He comes over here with militiamen and light knights. Again, the fight, it's not even worth really showing, but it was kind of interesting of him building a tower right here. That's kind of a big middle finger, honestly, on building a machine gun tower, like an indestructible tower they can't destroy right here. Giant middle finger. Speaking of which, so this is something I really hate when players do. This. So you're gonna see this guy stretch his wall all the way over here. So he builds the wall. Interesting. Orange comes over here and attacks purple with longbowmen. And purple really does not utilize his units effectively. Now there's yellow, apparently. But right here. This is something you don't do. I hate when people do this because it's so dumb. There's no point of the Great Wall of China. Do not build the Great Wall of China. That's what I'm gonna call it from now. Right now. Now, whenever players do this, I'm just gonna call it the Great Wall. There's no point of this. All an enemy needs to do is destroy a single part of the wall, and you can do nothing about it because you wasted all your resources on building this massive fucking construction. It disappoints me. They were doing it as a prank like I did one time. That was a story. It's a story for another day. But to sum it up, I built a massive wall just to prank someone. Again, we're just skip time. You know, we get some melee KS, and this, you know, Ripe immediately gets all the way up to IR2. He gets all the upgrades. He should have gotten Central Sewers, but it's understandable why he got to explore the area, because really, he has a lot of population left, and there is a lot of, he can get a lot of tanks for really cheap. Something you also want to do is place this many workers. This is 17 workers. 18 workers. You don't want to place this many workers on a mine. You like the max amount you should have on a mine is 12, although 10 is a safer bet. I personally do 10, safer bet like that. Because if you place too many, then they'll just end up constantly getting stuck on each other trying to mine that one one node. So immediately here too, Ripe apparently gets tank at KDs, and immediately starts destroying all towers, thus reducing the vision he has. Now it doesn't really matter too much because he has a lot of towers, and he has the maxed out influence. But he does slowly take him out. But this is what I want to show you guys right here. So he gets Berthas, and immediately you can see the effects. It's actually loud. He gets Berthas, and then soldiers up front. The soldiers immediately take out the Ulan, and then the Berthas fight the tank, the KDs. And here's something interesting. So right here. So right when he drives up close, which is expected, you do this for Berthas. He immediately runs up and targets the Berthas, and look how fast those Berthas go. Immediately drops down to almost half health. The Bertha has 600 health, drops down to 838 in just 3 shots. Boom, right there. Now I was expecting the Bertha would fall to tanks that get that close to it, but still, it should show the superiority of the tank KDs from how powerful they are, but at the same time and how weak they are. Because 2 Berthas took down one of them, and just like it took on one of them in 2 shots, in just 2 shots. Yeah, 2 shots. And a tank only has 300 health, and the Bertha can do 320. So again, it was, of course, it's the dispersion really that does the the heavy damage. But also, their accuracy for infantry is really crappy, honestly. So right here, look how fast this thing goes. I don't know why he pulled back his Bertha. He could have just taken out one more shot. It wouldn't have mattered. But I guess like maybe he was trying to pull it back to the tower or something. I don't know. Basically just ignores the riflemen here. And the soldiers actually do quite a bit of damage to it. It does, like, these are only, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5 soldiers, and they managed to do this much damage to it? It's actually very interesting. How much? See, really, these tankets aren't that powerful, like, if we think about it. Like, only 5 soldiers are doing really good damage to it. It's taking down 30 health. So imagine, like, these are only 5 soldiers. Now, of course, the tank could probably, turn around and shot these guys. They probably would have done more, but a good amount of soldiers easily could take out a tankette. I don't know what he's doing here. He starts mobilizing, it seems. Okay, so he's going up the tower, so that's good. Lower his vision. Got some more Ulans, so that's good. Ulans, so interesting enough, so Ulans throw grenades. So this is something I noticed. I noticed this in the last video, but I didn't get a good look. But the Ulans throw grenades, and it actually does. Okay, so this is actually probably what the damage thing was for 100 damage. Oh, so that's what the 100 damage thing was. I see. I see. Okay, I didn't notice this from the last video, but the 100 damage was from the grenades they throw. But the grenades only do 40 damage to the town hall. I guess that's to prevent mass stub units. Right here. Okay, so right here, the artillery really does some number on them. Look at this. Look at the damage. Oh god, the damage is insane. A single Bertha could take one out. Really, if it's good, if it's getting a perfect hit, a single Bertha could take one out. Oops, sorry. And he shot his own Bertha. Yeah, dang, these tech guys can take out Berthas really easy if getting close and put on mass. Yeah, definitely. However, the Berthas are just as can just easily take them out. If you have enough Berthas and you give them support, yeah, these tickets can actually fall to any form of artillery. It's actually insane. So actually, this is a good test too. So, yeah, look at this. These soldiers can actually do work if you give it enough time and space. These soldiers can actually take out tankettes. Interesting. Oh, and this guy's being attacked too by pikemen. Oh, that sucks. That's basically a GG right there. God damn. He went Germany too? Yeah, that's basically GG. He lost all his material workers. So that's good food production, but it's GG for him. Yep, he quits. Okay, here we go. We see some good Ulan action. So they immediately run in, throw grenades. God damn. Fuck. Jesus. These are basically just soldiers on horseback. God damn, that's fucking insane. Ulan can definitely really just pack a punch if given enough time. If given a target, Ulan can definitely do some fucking work. He runs in with his KDs and immediately just goes in for the kill. So interesting enough, he gets a lot of sables. I would love to see these. I would love to see if he got amphibious tanks. This is like a perfect map for amphibious tanks for attacking your opponent right here. Imagine amphibious assault right here. This guy would have no idea what hit him. Real quick, where is it? Okay, there they are. I'm guessing it goes after yellow. Because actually, this guy has a really nice defensible location. Look at this. Wait, is it basic? Okay, no, okay. So it's basically impossible to go after this guy. Unless you go all the way around and go through this little tiny passage just right here. Oh, look, this guy made another Great Wall. Really nice Great Wall, honestly. He's in a very defensible location to his south, and yet, still. Ugh, people these days. They don't know how to fight a proper free-for-all. I gotta do a video on how to fight a proper free-for-all, man. Alright, we see him going right back, going after with a bunch of Ulans. The catapult killed his own worker. Oh, interesting. So they can actually, so they throw grenades at artillery, even medieval artillery. That's interesting. Like, it's understandable why they would throw the grenades to armor, but didn't think they would throw it at medieval artillery. And he goes in, he just throws a bunch of grenades at the town hall. And it only does 40 damage to the town hall, but because he has so many, he is doing some nice damage. Comes in with the KD support, takes him out immediately. This is a really nice combination. I really like this because I love the combination of just the Ulan going up front and clearing the way, and then the KDs coming in as from the rear. This is a really good strategy. I like. Take an Ulan up front, then take the tanks coming in right behind them. Right here, we're gonna see it again. Ulan up front. KDs right behind. Look how many KDs. Fucking hey, look at this. 26 KDs. He could still make more too. He can make one more. We got more Ulans coming in. Ulans going in, soaking it up. And then KDs right here in the back. Immediately gone. Look at that. This guy was apparently trying to build a great wall to his west? Well, why? There is nothing but water. I don't understand. Why do people do this to themselves? I would never understand, but okay. Going in. Just going. Yep, this guy immediately just quits. He knows he's screwed up. I don't understand what this guy was doing either with these walls. Like, what was the point of this? Of these like building walls here? I guess to make it look good. Okay. I understand the reason of making it look good, but what was the point of building a wall right here without surrounding the? Okay, I shouldn't question people why people build walls, but I have to. I'm like a master waller, and these people are just building walls all wrong. Love how you just takes all the turrets though. Okay, so here we're gonna see a real fight. Hello, Dolly. We got squadron cannons, Chinese mounted guardsmen, machine gunners. Let's see how this, and then some Type T's. Oh, this guy, he just goes straight for the temple. Let's see how this fares. Oh, no, this guy's gonna repair. He's gonna repair just in time too. Oh? Oh, he doesn't have... Oh, he stopped preparing. Guess he ran out of resources. Actually, real quick. I want to see. Yep, he ran out of wood. He couldn't repair because he ran out of wood. What's up? He could have survived too. He could have survived. This is interesting right here. Look up at the sheer fucking number of the KDs. We're able to take him out. Now, of course, it was because this guy didn't have the resources to repair fast enough. But had this been a 1-on-1, these guys, these units would have definitely won. However, at the same time, they would have done significant damage from the sheer amount of KDs. But it does prove that the KDs are not strong by themselves. They need to be en masse. Let's see. So he comes up with a fresh army. Showing up with a fresh new army. Let's see. Does he already have units on the front lines? It does not appear so. I would at this point, because of how big this map is, I would have taken some workers and start building some more factories right here. A lot more factories, and then I would have cleared out all this area of the enemy structures. It does seem like he's building more and more towers, which is good. So it's giving him, more vision. But at the same time, it's taking way too long for this. What's interesting is that this guy is what the wait, no, that was a saboteur. I can't believe I missed that. No, I can't believe I missed that. I saw it I don't know if you guys saw it last moment. That was a saboteur. It literally just ran up to them and blew up. Speaking of which, he must have a barracks here. Here it is. So we're gonna look at the barracks and we're gonna look back here. Saboteur, invisible to the enemy, but can be detected by any defensive or observation tower, aerostat or balloon tower, or radars. What? 60 seconds, 300 food, and 300. What the fuck? I didn't. I gotta look this up. What? Invisible to the enemy. Now, of course, it wouldn't work because this guy has a bunch of balloons and towers and stuff, but what the It's a suicide troop, too. That's overpowered as fuck. Can you imagine those? Like, your entire army just gets fucking wasted and you wouldn't even know what hit it. Comes out, take out this guy. He takes out, that guy too, which is pretty easy for him. And then there's this guy, which is actually, he made it to medieval, but he has this wall now. But a lot of his units are really weak, and he doesn't have the resources to support. But he has a nice army, though. Unfortunately, it's not enough to deal with. He doesn't have any anti-armor, unfortunately, so it's quite useless. He just makes a path to it from his house. Oh, he just goes in straight for the kill again. Yep, that's it. That's game. That is GG. Nicely done. Nice strategies. I really like the strategies you were doing right. Those are nice strategies, setting the Ulan up front. But I just want to talk about the Saboteur. It doesn't seem like he doesn't make any amphibious tanks, unfortunately, which I would love to see. But the Saboteur, invisible to the enemy. except of course by any form of defensive structure. It's like towers, observation towers, aerostats, balloons, radar, or locator station. But that is powerful as shit. That's overwhelming. It's only one population, 300 food and 300 materials. That's not too expensive. That's overall to have a saboteur just to be thrown at the enemy. But honestly, I'd rather have a saboteur than a Goliath operator. So yeah, there's that. But saboteur is invisible to enemies. So that basically, think about it this way. If you were in your territory and you just have a saboteur just sitting there waiting, the enemy comes into your territory. It doesn't have towers. It doesn't have any towers, so it can't do anything. And then saboteurs just walk up and just blow up the entire army. And what's worse is you can't see them either. You don't know. So that would require the enemy to, whenever you're fighting Poland, it will literally require you to build towers constantly and defend those towers, because all the enemy has to do is take out that tower and immediately your entire army is wiped. That's good God, that is powerful as shit. Holy That's overwhelmingly powerful. That saboteur. The fact that it can just walk up to any opponent that's in your base or just in your territory, because it can be used in other territories, but usually the towers can be usually the enemy has enough towers in between that will let them see the saboteur. There's always going to be at least one tower in between. But if it's any form of force invading you, you could just say goodbye to whatever force did it, whatever force you sent, because it's pointless. It cannot be beat. Poland, holy oh. I would love to see the saboteur more in action. If you guys have more of the saboteur, ooh, I would love to see it more in action, see how it's used, how you guys use it too. That made me, oh my god, that unit right there might make me just get Poland, just buy it outright, because that's powerful. That is insanely powerful. And I don't know if you guys saw, but you saw what it did to those Turkish units that were over here, or like right here. Like if you saw I'm sorry I didn't get a good look at it. But that one glimpse that I saw of a saboteur going in and just wiping those units. Poland is overpowered. I could see how some people could see it's overpowered. But anyway, if you like this video, leave a like, comment, and I'll see you all next time.